increased, as you can see, up from where it was to 227.5. And that looks like an extra 2.5 kilos going on. And here comes Aguero. So I'll bring you a confirmation of the situation with Zubricky as soon as we get it from our colleagues. Here's Aguero coming in for his attempt in the jerk. Ernesto Aguero Shell, 22 years of age, 160 kilos his general weight. But, today weighed in at 163.35 kilos, by far the heaviest man in the A group today. Tall, 1.92 m. It's a nice opener. And it's going to move him up 230. It gives him a total at the moment of 405 kilos. He's going to have to lift a lot more than that if he wants to get near the medals. He's certainly lifting at the moment up to his potential. And here comes Neilinger. And there's a huge fan club. Interestingly enough, with Neilinger in domestic competition, the German here representing the 110 kilo plus class was recently beaten by the Olympic champion of 24 hours ago, Ronnie Vella. That didn't really go down too well. So Neilinger's got something to prove internally as well as externally to his German teammates. It's a very long personal procedure that he has to prepare himself for the lift. Split, establish, and good lift there. Neilinger, who had 180 in the snatch, couldn't improve on that, but 232.5 is a good start. He carries forward 180 kilos. Great pictures of the power in the faces of these lifters. So now to Taranenko. His first attempt at 232.5. 187.5 in the jerk for this 36-year-old Leonid Taranenko, the Olympic champion in Moscow all the way back in 1980. World champion in that year, also European champion. And that's a much better start that he had in the snatch. Taranenko, the holder of the total world record at 475 kilos. That's a very good piece of balance correction there, but look how well the bar is held above the body. The position is extremely good. Now Yuri Zubricky, after all the problems. Having persuaded the jury that he was wronged, but he has missed his second attempt, and so he's put the bar straight up to 232.5. He has no choice, but he's got to make this. This will take him over the 400 kilo mark. Good drive. Oh, what a pity. I really thought he would do that. And not a great day for him. Fought to get the bar up there. How close the centre is to the windpipe there. Trying to establish now, maybe just a fraction quick, but it was not to be. And so Zubricky ends with 392.5, ranks him 4th at the moment. So out of the medals, or whatever happens, I'm afraid, for him. First appearance of Alexandra Kulovich in the jerk. 265 has been lifted by this man. But we're a little way short of that at the moment. But now the time to apply a little pressure. Looking very commanding, positive. Puts on 5 kilos. Who started his lifting at the age of 11, and he weighed just 40 kilos and lifted 100, really in the form of his life. He had a tremendous year last year, a sequence 450 kilos, 455 twice, then 445, 442.5 and 460. That was really a remarkable season. And actually, there is great rivalry between himself and Taranenko, so they get on okay. But, it's different when it's down to business. So another 5 kilos advantage taken on Taranenko there. Aguero to lift again. Alexeyev just planning the battle, and they're looking a little confident, the United team, aren't they? Here's Taranenko, the older, the heavier of the two. Now what's he going to do? He's had 266 kilos in his time. That was back in 1988. The record is tremendous. Olympic gold medalist in 80. Then European champion in the same year. Won the Goodwill Games in 1986. European champion again in 88. And the World Championship in Budapest in 1990. And also took the European title in 1991. A lot of the time, though, the controversy between this man and Kulovich has meant that he was lifting when Kulovich was out of favour. But at the moment, unless he does something extraordinary or Kulovich makes a big mistake, I think it's the silver medal this time is the best that he can hope for. That's a very good effort again. Not going to give in easy, and that will have given him a lot of confidence getting that second lift. Two to one though. 2 to 1 is good enough. Brings him on terms in terms of the jerk. Now let's just have a look at what the judge didn't like. Were the arms not locked out? Was it not established? Can't really tell from there. This is also a little tight. Might see the arms here. Now let's just have a look. Left arm moving a little. Well, it's marginal. Benefit of the doubt, and that seems fair enough to me. Well, at the moment, on pure lifted weight, Taranenko is well down, having only lifted 187.5 in the snatch to the 205 lifted by Kulovich. But here's our Cuban, Ernesto Aguero, up 10 kilos to 240. The lock not correct. One more attempt to go. And really quite remarkable, the sort of weights that are being lifted. This is the business end of weightlifting. Taranenko sitting down, his a little nick from the snatch phase on the right leg. You can see the bandaging there to give that little bit of extra support that he needs. This is the time when crowd just have to be nice and patient while these men take their time. A couple of minutes more. Crucial stage of the competition. Aguero, having lifted 230, has a total at the moment of 405, but Aguero's body weight is his disadvantage as well. So 240, the second attempt. Couldn't achieve that, but he's a popular man. In fact, it's been a wonderful competition in terms of the support the crowd have given to all the lifters, no matter where they've come from. And it's a knowledgeable crowd who know everything as well. Got to take the time and go through the whole routine very carefully, shut everything else out. Oh dear. So Ernesto Aguero of Cuba finishes with a total of 405 kilos. It's up there, just has to roll it to get into position. Not quite steady. Now watch the second phase. See how light the fingers are up there. As he straightens up. And the timing not right. 412.5. My apologies for the miscalculation. I've not credited him with the second lift that he got in the snatch. 412.5 at the moment for him. So clear in terms of sheer body weight, sheer lifted weight I should say, but Aguero 163.35 kilos compared with Mitev, who weighs just 127.35 and lifted only 12.5 kilos less. Well, here's Manfred Neilinger, 21, says that as far as he's concerned, he's going to carry on lifting until he sees that he's likely to fall down the order. Time ticking away, and this is dangerous moments. And now confusion from the officials, and the German officials now unhappy. And are we going to get a repetition here of the problems that we had with Zubricky about the lifter not being given sufficient warning to be ready, and the lifter saying, I cannot lift unless I'm given the appropriate information. I think the German camp might be a little more vocal than the Czechoslovakians, who were pretty solid about what they felt about affairs. Neilinger, he's been out once. 232.5. Well, those of you who understand a few words of German will have picked up Manfred's feelings. And our director feeling that perhaps a few unfashionable words were about to come out, takes us back to the arena, and it's Taranenko coming out now to see if he can improve on 237.5. And the clock ticking away, and the jury have been extremely strict, as they should be. But Taranenko not flustered. 242.5. So 5 kilos on, and you can see there just coming up to 15 seconds in which to lift. And I think it all happened a bit too quickly for him. 425, got the maths done correctly this time. The total that he will finish with, very deep sit and thrown back by the weight of the bar, and that puts him into second place, as you can see at the moment, only ranked second, and that again is a body weight difference that's keeping him in the silver medal position. Because Kulovich at the moment has a total of 442.5, and is much the lighter of the two rivals from the United team. Get the air clear. So 237.5 to add to 205, and so far, as far as Kulovich is concerned, it's all going very much to plan. Still some 20 kilos below his personal best, but he's really lumped it on now from 237.5 up to 245. And you have to be impressed with the way this man lifts. 245 now gives him a total of 450 kilos with one lift to go. And I think we can say with some certainty that he is the Olympic champion for 1992 and gets a second successive gold medal. Just very interesting to see what he chooses to put on the bar for the third and final lift. So Manfred Neilinger coming on now with huge support from the crowd. Really needs a good lift now if he wants to lift himself into silver medal position. With Taranenko having problems, it's possible, because Taranenko only lifted 7.5 more than Neilinger, and they're very close on body weight. And it's not to be. And Manfred Neilinger, I'm afraid the 31-year-old, it's not to be his day either. With 247.5, massive lift, but it was go for broke. Bronze medalist from the 84 Olympics, the silver medalist from the 88 Olympics, looking to at least make sure of a medal on the podium. As it is, he's got a 232.5 to add to the 180 that he lifted in the snatch, which gives him a total of 412, I think. Yes, there it is, confirmation. And he's in the bronze medal position at the moment. The same medal that he got back in 1984. Oh, don't be embarrassed. Just join the fun, and it is fun in the weightlifting hall, I promise you. The really good atmosphere. So now Kulovich, the third and final lift. He's quite simply destroyed the rest of the field. Alexeyev with a wry smile on his face. But what's he going to go for? 245 achieved, a total of 450 at the moment. And he's not going to take a long time about it, that's for sure. $250 for a total of 455. Well, he's started the lift. And a brilliant finale by Kulovich for the United team. Well, 2-1, but that's good enough. He may not be happy about that. There's quite a few in the hall, as you can hear, think that he ought to be given 3 whites. Once again, the men in the red jackets go into a huddle. There's been rather a lot of that, rather too much today. With 250 kilos, and this is how he did it. Really exploding out. I watch this final phase. All the power through the body. For the right arm, maybe not. It's very difficult to tell, quite honestly, from that angle. But a total of 455, and with it, a second gold medal, underlining his supremacy at this 110 kilo plus category. Congratulations from everyone, as you can imagine. A man who's said that he'll go on, and their confirmation of the competition in the 110 kilo group. You can see the lifts here. These are the lifts in the jerk section, 250 and in fact 245. Now that's been reduced because I think the jury have decided that the third lift was after time. I don't think it's going to make any difference. In fact, it isn't going to make any difference to the competition in terms of who wins the medals. But they decided that although he had his hands on the bar, the lift had not commenced within the permitted time, and Kulovich is not going to get credited with 455. So there, the Group A on the big scoreboard that you can see. Well, he doesn't look too worried about it, does he? Well, so everybody's going to have a party now, that's for sure. Kulovich particularly calm about that. Good to see him not getting wound up despite... Oh, and back we go again now from... First phase, 450 now, the total